Good afternoon and a very warm welcome. It's John Champion and Mark Lawrenson on commentary duty. I'm afraid the weather conditions are far from ideal, but happily that hasn't stopped the fans coming out in some force.
It looks like we're going to have quite a battle on our hands today. The rain certainly asks for a different approach to the game. I wonder if today's lineups will reflect that.
With the focus of the whole world on this match, there'll be plenty of pressure on the players. Everything is set for this quarter-final between these two great teams and the fans who are helping to create a red-hot atmosphere. The quarter-final stage then of this competition, all good teams at this point, but the pressure will start to tell. Perhaps on this occasion the team picked itself. It's the same 4-3-3 that got full points last week. Attack came to nothing. Needs half a yard. Demidezeu, Van Bronckhorst, here's De Jong, here's Bullerus, and Mathiasen. Not a good challenge at all, free kick given. Luis Fabiano has great ability to retain possession under pressure. Throw in. Demidezeu. Van Persie. So comfortable with it. Halted only at the last. Kaka, quick to accelerate. Good passing movement. Can he get a clean strike here? Maybe he couldn't control it, but it is wide of the left-hand post.
Could the defence have closed him down earlier? Perhaps so, but I still think he did well to make space for the shot.
Demidezeu. Kaka. Luis Fabiano! It was great play by the defence there, and it's out for a throw-in.
They need to mark the men here.
Possibility of a decent cross. Can he find something? He scores! Oh, well, when a player of his quality is shaping up for a shot, you need to close him down early, and they've just found that out.
I don't think he meant that exactly, but a beautifully taken strike nonetheless. He kept it away from the keeper and saw a shot come off the right-hand post and into the net.
Has he transferred his form into the cup competitions? That's his second now. Can't really say they were on top, but they find themselves in front. Will they now take control?
OK, that's the first goal of the game. Could be very important.
And here's a chance! Good interception from the defender, and it's cleared for a throw-in.
Concentration key.
A good cross might give us another goal here. Chance here. Didn't give the ball away. Here's Luis Fabiano. Got the all-important touch. Boularus. And Van Persie. Demi Dzeu. Van Persie. And it could lead to a chance! Luis Fabiano. Slick passing. Taste too. Wide! And that's putting it mildly.
It looked like the defence just went to sleep there and allowed him to drift through and have a shot on goal.
Stop the attack dead then. Here's Kaká. Just needs a yard. No, it's off to the right.
The keeper will be asking questions of his defenders. They gave him far too much room.
Luis Fabiano, he has unrivaled stamina. It's gone for the middle. Van Persie. Demi Dzeu. Van Bronckhorst. Knocks here! They've done it! Oh, this is turning out to be some game. Both sides desperate to seize the initiative.
I just knew the forward was going to score. He always does from this position.
That's 4 now. A pretty respectable tally for any player. So, here we go, play resumes, scores level.
Well, the defence won't be too happy in doing all the good work done earlier on. There's nothing for it but to start over again, and this time hold on to the lead.
Wonderful defending. Van Persie. Here's Afellay. This contrast of styles so engaging on the eye. It has captivated the crowd here. And now a shot! And the goalkeeper puts it out for a corner. It's up for the aerial challenge. Felipe Melo. Five minutes to play in the first half. Afellay. Luis Fabiano. So much of this work, the product of hours of training ground routines and preparation. Afellay. The defender quick to see this one. Stopped him well there. There will be 1 extra minute. It's cleared. The referee blows his whistle to signal. The second half whistle blown by the referee, and looking at the statistics, certainly both sides have put plenty of effort in, and I just wonder whether that may tell as the game wears on. Terrible tackle, gives away a free kick. And indeed it is a yellow card. No hard feelings between the two players, but there was an air of cynicism about the foul. Ideal distance out, real possibilities here. Decent strike, not a bad shot, but it's over the bar.
He got the shot off well and had the keeper beaten, but he just wasn't able to hit the target.
Elia. Daniel Alves. Afellay. Kaka! He controlled the shot well enough, but it was straightforward for the keeper, really. Afellay. Worked really hard to get the ball back. Kaka. De Jong. Van Persie. Now a chance for a cross. The defence is pretty solid. Elia, he's laid on one goal so far. Good goalkeeping. He was decisive, he was off his line very quickly. De Jong. Van Persie. Here's Van Bronckhorst. Oh, he needs some help in the box. We've got players warming up on the touchline. Showed his quality in defence there with that interception. 15 minutes of the second half gone now. A bit too much weight on the pass through. Afellay. Van Persie. He scored one goal in this game. Neatly done, really dealt with the threat. Juan. Ramirez. Here's Daniel Alves. Afellay. Elia. Now a chance for a cross. Looks like fresh legs are about to be introduced. Here's Daniel Alves. Here's Luis Fabiano. And Robinho. Oh, it just looked like it might dip in at the last.
Well, it's worth chancing your arm from there.
Kaka. Luis Fabiano. Van Bronckhorst. Braafheid. And Matthijssen. Here's Bullerus. And Van Persie. It's a very, very good challenge. Had to be perfectly timed. The attempt at the through pass. Kaka. Luis Fabiano. Quick thinking to intercept the through pass. That is tight play. Juan. Ramirez. Lovely ball. A good delivery could put them in front again. And it may end with a chance. There's the chance. It's a corner kick. Well, it'll be fascinating to see how the manager's decision here will affect the contest. Oh, here he comes, steaming up from the back. Snuffed out by the defence. And Daniel Alves. No way through. Klaas-Jan Huntelaar. Van der Vaart. The scores are level and all that remains on the clock is a mere 5 minutes. Can anyone get the game winner here? Beautiful cross in. The defender does well under pressure there, knocking it out for a corner. Let's see how this decision affects the outcome of the game. No way through this time. Showed his defensive quality there. On the ball here, into the box. He sliced that well wide of the right post.
He did brilliantly to find space for a shot, you can't argue that, but he might have rushed it a little.
Out comes the fourth official with the board, signals 1 extra minute, that's all. Luis Fabiano. No, defensive marking was tight. Well, a big bonus for all you devoted footy fans. Extra time here in this game.
It's one of those strange things in football when you've been in the lead and somebody obviously comes up and gets an equaliser. You're looking at each other saying, whose fault was it? Was it your fault? Was it my fault? You've just got to deal with it.
The whistle goes for the start of the first period of extra time, and for the players it becomes a physical challenge now. Now a possibility. Normal service has been resumed, they're in front again.
I'll tell you something about that goal. The pass was perfectly timed, just enabled the scorer to be onside. Made all the difference, that.
Crowd starting to get impatient now. (2-1), only a slender lead. And they need the ball down the other end of the pitch. Robinho. Luis Fabiano. No, it's been cut out. Van Bronckhorst. Demi de Zeu. Over the top. Ramirez. Boularus. They leave themselves open to the counter-attack. Won himself a yard or two. Well, he may have lost concentration, that was off target.
You have to admire the way he got past his marker so easily. He just didn't hit it as well as he would have liked.
Could have lost it there. This is a promising attack, and here they come on the attack, and defenders on hand to concede the corner. Corner is driven towards the near post. Pumps it long. wins possession to stop the attack. And Van Bronckhorst. Kaka. No, it's been intercepted. Into the last few seconds we go, and it looks as if this is it. Babel. Surely he can put it away. There is the whistle. They have the lead. Into the second period. The tension pretty high, even down there on the bench. No room for complacency. Any mistake could prove fatal. Van Bronckhorst. Grafheid. Mathiasen. And Boularus. Here's Demi Dizeu. Here's Van Persie. Kaka. Robinho. A good interception to gain possession. Klaas-Jan Huntelaar. Poor ball, cut out. Lucio. Ramirez. And Daniel Alves. Not the most attacking piece of play, but a back pass always useful. Babel. No, not this one. Luis Fabiano. Klaas-Jan Huntelaar. Ramirez. Possession lost there. Now an opportunity to cross. Tries his luck. The referee looks at one watch, then at his other watch. The whistle is coming any second. Plays it straight against an opposition player. And that brings to a close 120 minutes of football. That takes them one step closer to glory. Now they've made it this far, they'll need to focus clearly on the upcoming semi-final.
A fabulous game for the neutrals. Goals at both ends as well as some free-flowing football. Either side could have